Greetings wherever you are, and welcome to TSM and Project G8. Today we are going to talk about skill number 9, which is the 4 pillars of success in network marketing, or rather in multi-level marketing, or rather the 4 pillars of success with the TSM and Alliance in Motion Global. So the first pillar is you have to decide. You have to make a decision. Making decision is not something for weak people. Outside here, we have a lot of people who are scared of making a decision that will take them to the next place in life. Okay, and there is this quote that goes like this: that if you are finding it difficult to make decisions on things that you know very well you're supposed to be doing, but you're scared of making decisions that will help you be able to achieve those things that you know very well you're aware of, that is a revealing factor. It is revealing when you know you're supposed to do something, but you don't want to do it and you're scared of doing it. That speaks a lot about your character, and that speaks a lot about the kind of person you are when it comes to your own growth. Okay, so you have to be very careful when it comes to making decisions so that you don't do the wrong thing, or rather you don't procrastinate, or rather you don't get scared of making the right decisions that are supposed to change your life just because you're not mentally prepared to do that. Okay, so you have to put that in mind. Now, point number 1 is you have to decide to dream big. Become the person who decides that, I'm going to dream big, I'm going to build big, I'm going to become successful because of this and this and this. This is what I want to achieve. Make those decisions and, put them put them in your heart and in your subconscious mind so that you can always keep on reminding yourself of the things that you decided. Number 2, decide to develop a very big team. Personally, one of my goals is to develop a team of over 1 million individuals by the end of 2030. So I have a lot of time to do that, and I've already come up with a strategy and a plan on how I'm going to achieve that. Next, decide to be a top earner. Decide to be a top earner. Getting to the top of the list when it comes to network marketing is not something for everyone. We've had cases where individuals have gone there, then they are never consistent, and it gets to a point they fail. It gets to a point again they are never able to maintain the top one badge when it comes to top earners. Okay, so usually our company usually does the ranking on a monthly basis, top 50s, and then after every anniversary we usually do that is, anniversary is usually yearly, we usually do the top 20. Okay, so decide that you're going to get into the top 20, decide that you're going to become among the top 50 performers on a monthly basis and things like that. Always choose. For me, I like going for big results. Okay, I like going for big results. I like being at the top. That is my nature. And there is a saying that goes like this: if you want to be recognized, be either among the first people at the top, or be among the last people at the bottom, because those are the individuals, or rather that is where most people usually concentrate. So in my case, I decide to be at the top. I like being at the top. That is how it is. So decide that you're going to be a top earner. Decide to give it your best. Decide to give it your best shot. Decide to give the business everything that you've got, because the business is designed in a way that if you take care of it long enough until it is able to be stable, the business will take care of you and it will take care of yourself eventually. So decide to give it your best shot. Decide to soar with eagles. Okay, so we've heard of many things about the eagle. They say the eagle does not fly with other birds. The eagle does not fly when it is raining. It doesn't fly down here. It flies above the clouds. It is able to see from 2 miles away. It has talons which it uses to be able to hunt, and all those good traits and characteristics of an eagle. The eagle is basically the one bird that can be able to go solo. Okay, so decide to soar high with the eagles. Next is point number 6 is decide to take immediate massive action. Taking immediate massive action is not something for the weak. It's not something for the weak people. Most individuals do not want to dream big because they are scared of what will happen, or rather because they are scared of the responsibility. So if you want to be able to become one of the most powerful individuals in network marketing, decide to do what we call taking immediate massive action. Basically, taking immediate massive action puts you at the top of the list of performers that you have in your niche. Okay. Number 7, decide to outwork yourself. Outworking yourself means you're able to do more than 100% of what is expected of you. Okay, so you can outperform yourself. You can do 200, 300, 500, 1000%, and you keep on doing like that every single day. And this will help your business be able to catch momentum very fast, and your business will get back to normal, and everything will be able to flow. Okay, so decide that you're going to be this kind of a person who is going to outwork himself and who is going to be able to grow and be able to succeed even more than a majority of people would expect. Okay, so that is how it is. Point number 2, or rather pillar number 2, is that you have to develop skills. Okay? So one is you have to attain all the tools. Make sure you have all the tools of trade. That is, first of all, you need to have a diary, you need to have your book for writing your own notes, you need to have a spiral book for circles, you need to have a good pen, you need to have a presentation material, that is the presentation module or guideline. You need to have testimonies, you've set them aside, you need to have bank statements, you need to have a few samples of maybe the supplements or maybe photos showing the supplements, few other testimonies of individuals who have used the supplements and who have recovered, and then more success stories from people from different countries. You need to have proper dress code. If you're going to be a leader, you need to find a laptop, you need to find a projector, you need to have your set of suits set ready. These are the tools you're going to use to be able to build a business, so that anytime you're called upon to be able to grow the business, you are always available and ready to execute. Okay, so make sure you have that. Point number 2, attend all trainings and events. Attend all trainings and events. Attending trainings and events basically simply means you're going to meet different people, you're going to encounter different situations. Encountering different people, meeting different people, encountering different situations has an added advantage in what you're doing, because this one, you can use this to share to the public, to share to your social media feeds, media platforms, and this encourages other people, rather it makes other people be able to find you as someone of value, as someone of substance, as someone they can be able to work with. Remember, people like associating with people who have something already going on. They like associating with someone who has something busy going on, okay? So make sure you attend all trainings and events. It not only helps you with that and public branding and your public image, but it also helps you with giving you fresh challenges, helps you with meeting new individuals whom you can be able to be able to grow together with. There is this saying that says, if you're the smartest one in the room, you need to leave that room. You go to another room which gives you more challenge, okay? So that is how it is. Next is you have to master the products. Master the products. Mastering the products basically unlocks another income avenue for you. Most people who build this business, they do not usually focus on the product. So that they make the business look like it is all about money alone without having any other meaningful impact into the society behind it. So you have to master the products, and by doing so, it simply means you're going to help other people be able to succeed and grow with the business and be able to, be able to utilize and maximize the platform that we have, the business platform that we have. Our business gives 3 most important things. One of it is that we call it now financial freedom. That is the money. The second part is now what we call health freedom. That is now the health part that a majority of people do not usually look at. And then the next one is time freedom and lifestyle. So the moment you have all these 3 things in control, you're able to create the kind of lifestyle that you want, okay? Next thing is you have to be ready. You have to be ready to read everything you can on multi-level marketing. You have to be ready to read everything you can on multi-level marketing. These include all the skills, all the tricks, all the tactics that people have used outside there in different network marketing companies to be able to succeed. Remember, all of us, we are under the same industry of network marketing, but we have many people outside there who are doing the same business in the same industry. They have joined different companies, and according to them, they are using different tactics to be able to grow their team, to be able to grow their business and things like that. So if you are able to listen to all those individuals, or maybe if the more information you're able to listen to and the more information you're able to study outside there about this career, you get that you're going to be able to sharpen your skills, you're going to be able to improve, you're going to be able to become a master when it comes to building your business. Remember, this is your business. If you do not take part in it, the business it will not grow. Other people will be growing, other people will be making money, but you'll be there just remaining there constant because you're not willing to take part in it, okay? Next is you have to perfect the major skills when it comes to network marketing. We have different skills that you need to work on. These skills, they include the name list. These skills include prospecting, include inviting, include presentation, include following up, include closing, include retaining your team, team activities, include being able to expand, team expansions, getting to new countries, new territories, and things like that. All these activities, they are very important. You have to master them, they have to become a part of you, and they have to become your daily mode of operation. So the moment you master these skills, of course, you'll be able to build on a very big business, okay? Next point is point number 3, analyze, or rather pillar number 3, analyze results and adjust. Analyze results and adjust. So the moment you analyze your results and adjust, it simply means you're self-aware of the direction you're headed in network marketing. Some of the results you need to analyze is personal signups. How many people have you recruited, or rather have you sponsored on a specific month, on a specific week? Okay, so you have to analyze that. You have to look into that. Personal reorders. How much have you done in terms of your personal PMA? That in terms of PMA, in terms of maybe double maintenance and triple maintenance. Remember, the more you do this personal achievement or other personal reorders, the more you're able to increase your rank. The more you increase your rank, the more you're able to unlock more and more income for yourself. Our company rewards those who know what they are building on, those who know what they are working on, and those who are showing that actually they are doing the work. That is how a company gets to reward you. Next thing, you have to analyze team growth on both legs. What is happening on your left leg? What is happening on your right leg? What is happening on all of your accounts? Okay. So remember, we talked about arranging your accounts, and you talked about once you have 3 accounts, how do you build to get to 15? Once you have 7, how do you build to get to 15? Once you have 15, where do you start from, and all that? So you have to analyze how is your team growing on this side and on that side. You have to analyze all that to help you be able to create a good business that is actually going to take care of you. Okay. Next thing, you have to analyze your results and adjust when it comes to reorders. In case you're not able to do, maybe to achieve your target reorders, work with your team. Don't work alone. Okay. There is what we call the 20-80 rule, where you can decide to focus on 20% retailing, the supplements, and then 80% networking. Or you can turn it around. You can decide to focus on 80% maybe retailing and 20% networking. It also depends with what do you want to achieve. It comes to a point where if you want to achieve the rank very fast, you have to focus on 20% networking, 80% retailing. If you want to focus on maybe building a team for the purpose of duplication, you have to focus on 80% recruiting, 20% retailing. So that is how it is. Focus on your step ups, analyze your results, and adjust on what is happening on your step up. That is now the kind of income that comes as a result of you working together with your team, together with your step genealogy. What happens where you have to analyze how is your rank growing. You have to analyze how are you moving from one income selection to another one. You have to analyze how are you growing. Is your team growing as much as you are trying to put in the effort to grow? Remember, network marketing, one of the hardest things many people have never been able to do is coordinate their team and put it to work together, being able to help their team be able to succeed. That is one thing many people have never been able to put into place. Okay, so you have to keep that in mind. Next thing, you have to analyze and adjust your results when it comes to the number of people in your trainings. How many people usually attend your trainings? How many people do you usually prospect or rather present the business to as often, maybe on a weekly basis, daily basis? You have to put that number on record. Next thing, number of presentations. How many number of presentations do you attend? How many number of presentations have you created for your team? How many number of presentations has your team been able to attend? The people that you've shared the business to. So you have to analyze that and keep that in check. Next thing, personal development. You have to analyze your results and progress when it comes to personal development. It is said that you need to have the ability to read a minimum of, or rather an average of 2 books every single month on those areas where you need to perfect. If you want to perfect on prospecting, go and look for books on prospecting. Read those books as many times as you can until you master. That is how you'll be able to grow and succeed with this business. Next thing, you have to analyze the skills attained. What did you learn new? What new skill have you been able to acquire? What new skill have you been able to implement and use that has helped you be able to increase your sales? You have to put all those things into perspective. Now, after analyzing all these things, you adjust accordingly. You adjust based on your progress. You adjust based on the results you're having. You adjust based on the growth of your team. You adjust based on the goals that you have and the ambitions that you have that you want to achieve. You adjust based on how much time are you left with to achieve the results that you want, okay? So every single day is a time for you to ensure that you're your own personal boss, you are your own mentor, you are your own leader, and you have to ensure that you are checking on the progress of yourself and the progress of your team every single day and as often as possible. That is how you get to know who is working and who is not working, and that is how you get to know who should you spend most of your time with to help them be able to succeed. We usually say that if you get the right leaders in network marketing, you lock them to your hip. You don't let them go. You don't leave them. You keep them very close. You keep on monitoring them and checking on them. Are they okay? Are they improving? What have they done? That is what you keep on doing in this kind of in this network marketing career. Okay. Pillar number 4: develop a good attitude. Develop a good attitude. You have to remember to develop a good attitude at all times. Develop a good attitude to the company itself. This is a company that started in 2006 March. Up to right now, it has been able to create over 20,000 multimillionaires from all over the world. These are people who have been able to become multimillionaires because of the same opportunity. So develop a very good attitude to the company itself. develop a very good attitude to the products, the supplements that we have, the C24/7, the coffees, the Kidigamis and all those. My sponsor used to say that, some of you are saying that these products don't work. Maybe some of you are selling the products, but if I come to your home, I will find sugar. Okay, I will not even find any piece of coffee. So you have to be the product of the company, be the product that you're preaching outside there. So you have to develop a very good attitude to the products. Next, develop a very good attitude to your team. Majority of people usually forget this. When they get to a point they have started making big money, they start, trashing their team. Remember, your team they can decide to leave you, all of them, and there is nothing you will do. You'll have to rebuild again. They can decide to, mess you up. So be good to the people who believed in you. It is not usually a good thing when you're a bad person to the people who believed in you. So you have to develop a good attitude to your team. Next, develop a good attitude to your sidelines. Okay, so the sidelines, we said that these are people you are in the same team. These are people who are brought into the same team by the same sponsor, but they are not found within the same genealogy. Maybe you're found within different accounts of your business, of your team. Okay. So you have to develop a very good attitude to your sidelines, because sometimes in one or the other you might face a challenge, and these are the people you can learn from. Okay. Next point, you have to decide to have good attitude to your leaders. Leaders are people who maybe connected you to the opportunity. Some people call them my destiny connector. Some people call them my source of inspiration and things like that. Leaders are very important in your network marketing team. These are the people who bring law and order into your team. They create the structure of your team. They help your team be able to gain momentum. Remember, network marketing is all about teamwork. You can't achieve it alone, okay? Maybe at first when you're starting, you can lead yourself alone. There are things you can do alone a little bit, but for you to be able to achieve mega success with the business, you can't do it alone. You need a team of your own. And for you to be able to run your team and govern your team, you need to have leaders in your team. So until you learn how to create your own leaders in your team, until you learn how to coordinate your leaders in your team, you'll never grow a strong network marketing business. Luckily enough, at Project G8, we know what we are doing. We have our own strategy, and our leaders are always growing and being able to even build on a better business than when they started. Okay. So the next thing, you have to develop a good attitude to the system. The system that we have in Alliance in Motion Global is a very sweet system. Hybrid interlocked. It gives you the power. It gives you the determining power. You are able to control almost everything. You are able to control a lot of things with the system that we have. So it's a very powerful system that I like so much, that I love so much, and you have to develop a very good attitude with the system that you have. Okay? Develop a very good attitude to your own future. This is now where leaders are born, legends are born, masters are born. Okay? There are some people who do not have anything to do with when it comes to their future. They're just there. They don't have any plan. Okay? And not having a plan is one dangerous thing, because this one, it means you're going into life, you're going into tomorrow without a sense of security. Having a plan is like security for you. You know that if this one happens and maybe the results are not met, or maybe the targets are not met, I'm going to readjust and follow this through this other method. So you need to have that good attitude to your future. If you do not think of your future, someone else will take you and he will plan their future with you. And you'll have to be building, you'll find yourself in a situation whereby you're living life building on other people's future while yours is there stagnant. So don't become that kind of a person who goes into tomorrow without having a future of your own, without planning your own future. Remember, if there are people who have done this business and they have succeeded, who are you to fail? Maybe, who are you? Because who are you to fail a business that has been existing since 2006 and that has produced over 20,000 multimillionaires? Who are you to fail? Maybe that comes to maybe a personal decision. You may be the one who decides that, what, this one is not going to work. I've decided that I'm getting myself out of it. I've decided that this one is not for me. So it comes down to you having your own personal decision and being the one person who can be able to decide if you're going to make it or not. Okay. So develop a very good attitude when you are dealing with the business. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, that marks the end of the 4 pillars to success. And make sure you utilize these slides very well. Make sure you note down, you master this knowledge that I'm sharing here every single day, so that you can be able to build on a very stable business. And one thing I can promise you, I can assure you, is that the more you listen to these presentations, the more you master these presentations, the easier it becomes for you. The easier it becomes for you to be able to build on this business very easily, because the more knowledge you have, the more confidence you're going to get. The more more confidence you're going to get in the business, the more results you're going to attract. The bigger the team you're going to build, the more organized you're going to have your own team. And the people who join your team, if they find you're so organized, you're well presented, everything is ready for you, they are going to do massive activities together with you. So up to this level, have a blessed day. Ciao.